Hi everyone! In this video we will divide complex numbers. Divide 48 plus 14i divided by -4 plus 3i. To divide complex numbers, we have a radical in the denominator, and we don't like radicals in the denominator, so we need to multiply by the conjugate of the denominator to get rid of the radical down there. So we have -4. The conjugate changes the middle sign, so we get minus 3i. And because we need to keep the ratio the exact same as the original, we need to multiply the numerator by the exact same thing as the denominator. Now that we have this, we're going to do FOIL for both the top and the bottom, making sure all of the real parts are multiplied to all of the imaginary parts. First times first in the numerator gives us 4 times 48, and in my calculator, 48 times 4 is 192. A positive times a negative gives us negative. And then our outside, 48 times 3. 48 times 3 is 144. And so we get negative 144i. The inside part is 14 times -4, gives us a minus 56i. And the last times the last gives us 14 times 3, which is negative 42, I times I, which gives us I squared. In the denominator, we get first times first. A negative times a negative is positive 16. The outside, -4 times -3, gives us a positive 12, and we still have the I. The inside is a positive 3 times a -4, which is a minus 12i. And the last will be a positive times a negative. 3 times 3 is 9, and also I squared, since we have I times I. Now we can combine like terms in the numerator and in the denominator. Negative 144i minus 56i is negative 200i, and we still have the negative 192. And then we have negative 42. I squared is the same as -1. So we get negative 42 times -1 for the numerator. In the denominator, positive 12i minus 12i cancels. So we're left with 16 minus 9, and again, I squared is -1. Simplifying the numerator, negative 42 times -1 is positive 42. And in the denominator, we have a negative times a negative, which also makes this a positive 9. So in the numerator, we have negative 192 plus 42 gives us negative 150, and we still have the minus 200i. In the denominator, we have positive 16 plus 9 now, giving us positive 25. Let's go ahead and simplify this further. In the numerator, both 150 and 200 are divisible by 25. So if I factor out 25, and I ran out of room here, so we'll come down here. If we factor out 25, we're left with -6, and negative 200 divided by 25 is -8, and don't forget the I. And this is over our reduced denominator of 25. 25 can cancel out with 25 if it's being multiplied here, which it is, leaving us with just -6 minus 8i. And we have now divided our complex number and simplified it, and we're all done.